I look at it like this. When I see Jared Goff, I see a player that there's two components, and I think Lion fans will agree. There's the Jared Goff who, when he has a clean pocket or has a secure pocket, the running game and things are kind of clicking, and he has time, that he has precision. He's able to make some of those precision throws, those surgical throws. He's able to scan and survey the field and find players and just really do a really good job of managing. And then there's the one that's under duress. There's the one that is constantly having pressure, that's having to move, reset, and or escape, and then make really instantaneous decisions whether to run with the football because he's got an open field, or whether to throw it away, or whether to try and find players. And it's like the decision making seems to be a little different than what you see with when he has just that security. Now, I know that he's capable of making smart throws because it's just a simple matter of, okay, if it's not there, you throw it away. But today, I mean, I even saw this in some of the comments. There could have easily been three, four, five interceptions. There were at least two that were dropped. So if you look at that, there's four interceptions that were there, and then the other interceptions were pretty clean interceptions. I mean, they weren't where players had to make some spectacular anything happen. These are some that were thrown in their hands. So when I see a player like him, and I look at him throwing 55 times, if you look at historically who he's been as a player over the years, he's just not a 55 pass, attempt
Yeah.
player. And he definitely should not be that if you have a Jameer Gibbs and you have a David Montgomery in the backfield. That should never occur. That should never happen. And so
Especially
that's
behind that
when,
offensive line.
especially behind that offensive line. So when we've heard Coach Campbell, we've heard people talk about Jared Goff, we've heard him talk about, what happened here or there. All I keep, if you really peel it back, it goes, okay, that's a play calling component. So no one's really touched on where does Ben Johnson play a role into this? Because, and it's not that it's no throwing anyone under a bus, there's no blame. It's like, okay, where are the questions that can be answered on that end? Because that's a strategy, that's a game plan, that's a play calling piece. Jared Goff, I don't think gets to come in. I could be wrong. I don't think he comes in and goes, I can now pick and choose how many times I'm going to throw and when I'm going to hand the ball off. But definitely the running game provides security for him. It provides security for the offense. I think the offensive line gets in a rhythm. And I think it also dictates the tempo back to the defense. And then that's when you see Amaron St. Brown start to really, you play zone on this guy. He does exactly what we saw today. He had 19 attempts to him. Between him and JMO, he threw 30 passes. And to put that in perspective, they had more attempts thrown to their receivers than they actually gave the ball handed off to their running backs. That's not the Detroit Lions style offense that we've seen.